my sound bowls. And yeah, if you're around, I'd love to have you. And then let's see what else we got going. Today's the last day for the auction. So if there's anything out there that you've had your eye on, you might be able to get it if you put your last bid in. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Any questions, comments, announcements? Okay, let's do it. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. So if you want to, you can take a moment and just get a little bit of physical feedback. So move your body just a little bit, whatever that looks like for you. Might be big movements, obvious movements, and it might just be little tiny adjustments through your spine or through your shoulders, just the way that you are sitting in your posture. So take your time, don't rush, but eventually settle into stillness. And even in stillness, there's a lot of movement going on inside, little tiny micro movements. So see if you can start to notice those. The movement of your breath. Maybe even a very subtle movement of your sit bones against the ground. And just really bring your awareness inward. So feeling into not just your physical body, your physical being, but also your energetic body, your emotional body. So what's going on inside of you other than just physical sensation? Is there anything else that you can notice? And if you haven't already, start to notice your breath. Begin to bring more awareness to your breath and even follow it with your awareness. And the next time you inhale, fill up as big as you possibly can. Hold at the top in fullness. Take a moment, pause there, maybe even sip in a little bit more and see if you can hold longer than you want to, a little bit longer than is comfortable. And then open your mouth and just great big sigh. Ah, yeah, very nice. Again, just like that. Inhale, fill up. Feel your breath move all the way down into your low belly, your low back, even your hips, your pelvis. Hold. And when you're ready, big open mouth sigh, release. Ah. Beautiful. Let's do one more, just like that. Huge inhalation, fill up. Pause at the top. Extra sip if you want it. Hold a little bit longer than is comfortable, and in your own time, just open your mouth and sigh it out, no hurry. But after you take your big exhale, seal your lips and begin to drop into Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. The muscles in the back of your throat are gently constricted to regulate your breath. So it's the same idea as pinching a balloon to let the air out slowly. You're doing that with those muscles in your throat. You're slowing down your breath. You're smoothing it out. You're regulating it. So there is a little bit of gentle control, gentle effort. There's also, it's not strain, it's not forceful. There's also a softness or a sweetness or an ease around your breath. So just play with that for a moment. Get curious about all the different ways you can explore just simply breathing in and out. All the different things you can notice, maybe breathing into spaces that you didn't even know were there, feeling new parts of your body. And you can stay right here for as long as you want to. So if you really want to savor this morning meditation, feel free to stay for a while. If you're ready to begin moving, you can start from your seat if you want, just moving through your upper body, your arms, whatever feels good. But eventually, find your way to hands and knees and start exploring movement from there. So you guys are pretty familiar with this, just intuitive movement in any way that calls to you. So maybe cat-cows, maybe hip circles. Perhaps you even just want to sit back into a child's pose. And find a sense of grounding there. Good. Oh, you're tall again. Good job, you guys. You can feel into your wrists, your forearms, spin your fingers out to the sides, back toward your knees, even flip your palms to face up. So this is all you, no right or wrong. If it's helpful, close your eyes so you can get out of your head. That thinking, judging, that talking part of your mind that just talks to you all day long, tells you, this is uncomfortable, this is stupid, this is boring. Let that voice just kind of fall to the background and you feel what's here now. You feel with your felt senses. So feel your spine, feel your shoulders, feel your hips, feel your hands. There's so much there to pay attention. And when you are ready, no rush. Let's say in your next 3 to 5 rounds, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start your own transition back whenever you are ready. And as you've begun to move, as you've begun to explore more physically, don't forget about your breath. Don't let your breath fade away. Keep it right in the foreground, the forefront of your awareness. Use your breath to create space inside, to relax around your hard edges. Use your breath to explore places inside of your body, again, that you didn't even know existed. So if you breathe bigger than you thought you could, what happens? Good job, you guys. Back in your down dog, same thing, just exploring, just feeling, just moving in your own way. Or maybe you're finding stillness, and in that stillness, all those little micro movements on the inside, you explore those, you respond to those. Really quickly, if you do not want any hands-on adjustments today, you would like a hands-off practice, and that's totally fine. I don't take it personally. Would you just raise one of your legs in the air if you do not want hands-on adjustments? Okay, thank you so much. So back to your down dog. Give yourself about 2 or 3 more big, deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Take one more inhale into your dog pose. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step, tiptoe, or hop, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, just hang out in your fold for a few breaths. If you want to take a rag doll, grab opposite elbows, go for it. If you want to bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, that might feel good, traction out your spine. Try not to rock back into your heels, but instead bring your weight just slightly forward. So you're pressing into your toes and the balls of your feet, especially. Your heels are still on the ground, but they're just light. Focus on using your core to lift your sit bones as high as you can. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. So if you weren't engaging your core, it would feel like you'd somersault forward, but your core holds you, it stabilizes you. Nice job, friends. Next time you inhale, move into your halfway lift position. So spine long, get all the rounding out of your back. Nice, Cam. Exhale, let it go, fold. Do that one more time, halfway lift position. Crown of your head forward, back of your neck long. Nice, Chrissy. Exhale, fold, release. And then this time, all the way up. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause here for a moment. You can keep your hands at your heart, or you can bring your arms down by your sides. If you bring your arms by your side, see if you can open your palms to face forward. So your shoulders get a little more spacious and broad. You can feel a slight opening in the front of your heart. Close your eyes as you stand and feel yourself standing from the inside. So feel your feet rooting down, crown of your head drawing up. Feel your breath flowing through. See if you can feel into a more neutral spine and pelvis. And if there is an intention you would like to set for your own practice today, so anything, one word, a mantra, maybe you want to dedicate your practice to a person, maybe it's an idea, maybe it's just a feeling you want to bring into your body today. So take a moment, focus on that. Doesn't have to make sense to anybody else but you. And then stay as you are, breathe in as big as you can. Imagine you're breathing that intention into your body in some way, shape, or form. Hold in that fullness. Get taller, take up more space, maybe an extra sip. And then open mouth sigh. Imagine you're sending it out into the universe. Letting go of control and giving into the flow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Ujjayi breath. Exhale, slow dive down into your fold. Halfway lift position with your inhalation. So take your time to work into the length of your spine. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go, refold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise back up. Arms reach up, big stretch. Hands to heart as you exhale. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale, high mountain. See if you can reach up without pressing your ribs forward. Exhale, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward all the way down into your fold. Nice job. Halfway lift position as you inhale. Face Nicole, and exhale, release. Let it go. Find emptiness, connect to your center from that place, rise. Inhale, take your arms to the sky, maybe gaze up, maybe a little back bend if you're feeling it, and then exhale, hands to heart. This time, let's inhale, arms up. Add a side body stretch of your choice over to your right. So you might grab your left wrist, you might bring right hand to right hip, maybe you want to interlace your fingers. So totally up to you. Feel into the length of your left side. Breathe into the length of your left side. Little more weight in your left foot. Yeah, like a crescent moon with your body. Awesome variations. Nice. Let's take one more round. As you inhale, back to center. So find neutral, realign, and then other side, up and over. More weight in your right foot. And then breathe into your right waistline, the space between your ribs. So imagine your ribs, visualize them. And with your inhales, see if you can create more space in between them. Exhale to just soften around that space you create. Take one last round, huge full body breath. You guys look so good. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Try not to lock out or hyperextend through your elbows and start to reach your hands towards the back of the room. Option to add a little baby back bend, lift your chest, puff up your chest, press your hips gently forward, hug in with your inner thighs to protect your low back. Take one more in breath. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, exhale all the way down into your fold. It may feel better to widen your stance. It may feel better to bend your knees. Focus again on lifting your butt, lifting your sit bones up. Use your core. See if you can lift your knuckles up a little higher. Nice breathe. Possibly even forward. Let your neck relax. Maybe give your head a little shake, a little nod. Take one more inhale. You guys are doing so good. Exhale, hands to your low back first, then release your clasp. Nice and easy. Let your arms hang. You can give them a little shake out. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, lengthen through the back of your neck, through your spine, through your side bodies. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and plant your hands this time. Step your feet back, plank position. So spread your fingers, push the ground away, feel into your center, into your core. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale from your center, lift your hips back and up. It's like there's a rope pulling up and back. You're going into down dog. Yes, inhale, come forward, high plank. See if you can come way, way forward onto your tippy toes, push the ground away. And then exhale, lift your hips, press them back. That invisible rope pulls on your belly button. This time, inhale, come forward, high plank. You can bring your knees down to modify. Halfway down, chaturanga hold. Exhale all the way to empty. Good. Inhale, push back up. And exhale takes you back, stretch, down dog. One more like that, slow motion movement. Inhale, high plank or modified plank. Nice, Kirsten. Exhale, halfway down. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push up. Exhale takes you back. You can stay here and wait for us, or inhale this time, rock forward. Take your variation of plank to chaturanga. Move through any back bend you would like. Take your time. Eventually, downward facing dog. No rush. Thanks, Kathy. Good awareness, everybody. Once you're back in your down dog, you've got about 5 rounds of breath. So feel free, if you want to move, explore, go for it. If you want to be still, only those little micro movements inside, totally perfect. If you want a little more strength work, then maybe you turn it into a turbo dog. So the only thing that you would change is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot and squeeze them in towards each other. So it's almost like you're in dolphin, but your elbows, your forearms hover just above the ground. Wherever you're at, couple more breaths. Keep lifting your butt, lifting your sit bones, lengthening your spine. Nice work, friends. All right, last big inhale. And then as you exhale, look forward, and however you would like to get there, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Exhale, let it go, fold. From the press of your feet, rise all the way up, big stretch, reach, lengthen, and reconnect to you, hands to heart. All right, inhale, arms up. And then this time, as you exhale, sit back into a chair pose. So weight in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart. Imagine that you've got a block in between your inner thighs and you're squeezing it. So you're not hugging your knees in, but imagine there's something pressing against your inner thighs, and see if you can even feel this little tiny tone of your outer hips. I went to a teacher and he used to call it, imagine you're putting corn forks in the sides of your butt. So it's just like the slightest little adjustment. You can barely feel it. Take one more full round of breath. See if you can sit a little bit lower. And then as you inhale, we're gonna get really tall. So reach up, high mountain, lift to your tippy toes. Press down through your toes, through the balls of your feet. Pause here, see if you can squeeze through the front of your thighs. And even feel those little tiny stabilizer muscles around your knees engaging. Take one more inhale. If you wanna stay on your toes, awesome. Slow dive down, forward fold. As you breathe in, heels are on the ground for your halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet back. You move through your own vinyasa once again. Add or subtract whatever you'd like. See you back in down dog. Nice, Mikhail. Ujjayi breath. So if you've lost it, bring it back. Maybe you focus back in on your own personal intention. How does it feel in your body? Good job, friends. All right, from dog pose, next big inhale. Take your right leg to the sky. Take just a moment here. Press up with your right foot. Square off your hips, inner thighs face each other. And then see if you can press through your hands, lift through your center, and then press up through your right foot. One more in breath. Awesome work. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in. On your back, tippy toes. Push the ground away, round your spine. And then exhale, step forward ever so softly, low lunge. Take about 3 breaths or so to just kind of stretch your legs, to feel into your legs. And then when you are ready, crescent lunge is where we'll end up. Nice, Chris. So eventually, your front knee is stacked over your ankle. Your legs are strong. You're on the ball of your back foot. Rise up, settle in. Stabilize by hugging in. So a lot of people, when they first do crescent lunge, they feel really unstable. If you can find your center, that's where the stability comes from. So hug in, front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. Awesome, Makai. Feel a little tone in your belly. So rather than pressing your front ribs forward, imagine you're knitting your front ribs together, even just the slightest bit. Puff up through your heart. Beautiful work. Take one more big inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to take a side body stretch to the right. You can either grab your left wrist, you can bring your right hand to your right hip, or if there's another variation that you're feeling, totally fine with me. Work the length in your left side. So keep your hips square, keep pulling your right hip back, left hip forward, and see if you can feel that stretch all the way down into the front of your left hip. Yeah, breathe into that space. One more round. Awesome job. Back to crescent, both arms to the sky, realign. Exhale, both hands to the ground. And then step your back foot in just a little bit for pyramid pose. So about 1 to 1.5 feet. You want your feet flat on the ground. All of your toes either facing directly forward with your feet on 2 train tracks, or your feet can be on a balance beam with a little angle in your back foot. The intention is to get square hips. So what works best for your body? Find a halfway lift. And then in your halfway lift, just for a moment, bring your hands to your hips. See if your right hip is way forward of your left and pull it back. Try to square them off, even them out. Keep pulling your right hip back. And then as you are ready, work back into your fold. As you fold, lift your right butt cheek up, pull it back. Forehead toward shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine at the bottom of each exhalation. Yeah, nice work, you guys. So you can absolutely stay where you are at. If you want a little bit more, turn your fingers to face towards the back of your mat and start to walk your fingers towards the back of your mat. If you still want more, this is a crazy pose and I can't really do it myself. It's called flamingo. You're gonna push into your fingertips, push into your front foot. So you bring your left heel up towards your left butt cheek, but try to keep pulling your right hip back. Super hard. You can play with it if you want to. Last couple of rounds. I know, it's crazy, right? Okay, and then wherever you are at, friends, let's just step our back foot forward. We're in a forward fold now. You can give your right leg a little shake out if you'd like. Ujjayi. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet and take it all the way up. Arms reach up, stretch tall. Pause here. Feel again into neutral spine. So rather than pressing your ribs forward, see if you can neutralize. Root into your right foot and float your left knee up, standing staff. Flex your left toes back towards your shin. Yeah, find something to look at, to focus your gaze on that's not moving. Slow, deep breaths. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, figure 4, one-legged chair. So outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Your choice is hands to heart, arms reach back like a chair plane. If you want, for now, to explore, you might bring your hands to your legs, hands to the ground or to blocks. Arm balances are welcome if they're in your practice or you've been working on them. So you do you, about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. See if you can breathe all the way down into your left hip. See if you can keep the flexion in your left toes. Focused and alert, calm and relaxed, all at the same time. Beautiful. Beautiful work, everyone. You look so good. Take 1 or 2 more rounds, and then we're gonna meet back in our standing staff. So you can slowly start your transition back to standing staff if you're ready. Arms to the sky, left knee lifts. If you want to, extend your left leg forward. Take 1 more inhale here. Now listen, as you exhale, swing your left leg around, left tiptoes off the right side of your mat, going into a curtsy squat. Hands to heart, get low in your legs. Square up your hips, pull right hip back, left hip forward, squeeze your inner thighs. Take just little baby pulses. Stay low, send your breath down into your legs, soften your face. Tone your belly, navel to spine. Get as low as you can and take 1 last round. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on your mat, both arms reach. And exhale, slow dive. Ah. Inhale, halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, however you'd like to take it. Vinyasa. See you back in down dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale left leg to the sky. Take a moment, square off your hips and your thighs face each other. Long, strong, and powerful through your left leg. Nice, Laura, press through your fingertips, lift from your center. 1 more in-breath. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine, shoulders over wrist. Stay here as you breathe in on your back, tippy toes. Like you're stepping over something. Exhale, step through. Nice, Charles. And then take a moment if you want. Kind of feel around, stretch your legs in your own way. Crescent lunge is our eventual destination. And once you're in crescent, stabilize through your legs, your strong foundation. And then your own unique expression through your upper body. How does it feel? What was your intention? Is there a way you can embody it in this posture? Thanks, Chris. Heart is lifted, side body's long. Maybe your gaze is up, and then big, slow, steady breath. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, we've got a side body stretch to the left this time. So option to grab right wrist, option to bring left hand to left hip, interlace fingers. You choose what works best for you. The intention is to lengthen your right side. Feel all the way down into the front of your right hip. Breathe into that space. Nice, Sophia. Strong through your legs so your hips are still square. Face is soft. Take 1 more round. Nice, Christine. Inhale, come back up, neutral. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Let's work into our pyramid stance. So back foot steps forward about 1 foot or 2, depends how long your legs are. Nice, Victoria. So feet on 2 train tracks, all toes face forward, or balance beam, about a 30-degree angle in your back foot. Halfway lift when you're ready, and then hands to hips. So feel your hands on your hips. Are they straight across from one another, or is your left hand in front? If so, pull your left hip back. Keep working your left hip back, 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 back. When you're ready, exhale into your fold. As you fold, imagine your left butt cheek is being pulled up towards the ceiling. Yes, you can let go of your hips if you want, or you can keep your hands there if you'd rather. So left butt cheek up, 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 back, back, back. And then each exhalation, that's your invitation to dive just a little bit deeper. Navel to spine at the bottom of each exhale. See if there's any more space that you can fold into. Take your, let's see, actually, I forgot, flamingo variation if you want it. Turn your fingers back and crawl them towards the back edge of your mat as far as you can. Push into the ground. So you have to really push with your fingertips and push through your front foot. And then try to keep your left butt cheek pulling back. So it's not like you're going into standing splits. Pull your right heel up towards your right butt cheek. Put your toes even like a little flamingo. It's so hard. All right, wherever you're at, 1 or 2 more breaths, and then we'll meet in a forward fold so you can come into forward fold in your own time and give your left leg a nice little shake. No rush. If you're hanging in your forward fold, maybe a ragdoll would feel really good. Maybe a little sway or a little bounce or a little bob. Next inhalation, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart and rise. Inhale, arms reach up, high mountain, pause. Feel into neutral spine, pelvis, and then spiral your pinky fingers in towards each other rather than shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. See if you can find a little more space there. Take an inhale to float your left foot off the ground. Right? No, right foot off the ground, right foot off the ground. Switch it out, right foot off the ground. All right, so left foot down, right knee lifted, and right toes flexed back. Hug in with your inner thighs. And then whenever you're ready, figure 4, sit back into your one-legged chair. So weight is primarily in your left heel. You could even pick up your left toes if you want, spread them apart. Both butt cheeks, both hips are reaching back. Try not to sink into your left hip. And then if you want to play, if you want to explore, go for it. You've got a few rounds. But what is there to be felt today in your body? Can you feel your breath move down into your hips? Maybe your balance is off today, and that's perfect. Meet yourself right there. That's why this is a practice. In your next couple of rounds, we'll meet back in our standing stack. So slowly and mindfully, maybe staying balanced on your left foot, come back to your standing stack. Arms up and right knee lifted. If you want, you can extend your right leg forward. Awesome, Cam. Try not to lean back. Take one more inhale. Exhale, use the mobility in your right hip joint and swing your right leg around, right toes off the left side of your mat. So it's like a miniature diagonal lunge. Hands to heart, woo. And then get low, curtsy squat. Square off your hips. Left hip pulls back, right hip forward, inner thighs squeeze. Yeah, and your little pulses. Try not to pulse all the way up, but stay low and let that heat build in your legs. Breathe into it, soften around it. Yeah, spine long, tone through your belly, soft through your face. Get as low as you can and take one more round. Very nice. Inhale, high mountain, both feet on the ground, both arms to the sky, pinky fingers spiral in. And then take it all the way down as you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And then on your own, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you would like. If you'd rather find a child's pose or a resting pose, that's fine with me. Otherwise, give yourself a few rounds in down dog to just feel, to just reconnect, to just breathe. So big, spacious, full body breaths. Maybe even a couple open mouth sighs would feel really nice. We'll move through that entire sequence now, that entire flow. One breath, one movement. And it doesn't mean we just speed through it as fast as we can. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our slow, deep breath. It means we are just as mindful in our transitions as we are in each pose. So at any time, if you need a little break or if you want to do your own thing, please honor that. Fine with me, a short practice. Give yourself what you need. If you are coming with me for a breath to movement flow, downward facing dog, if you're not already there. Take one more inhale and exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or hop forward, hold. Halfway lift position, breathe in, lengthen up. Exhale, bow. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise, arms to the sky, full body stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, chair pose. Get as low as you can. You just got this exhale. Inhale, high mountain. Option to float up to tiptoes. So super high. Option to stay on tiptoes, balance challenge, slow dive. Really focus on sticking your butt out behind you. Heels on the ground as you lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips. Great big inhalation. Take your right leg high, strong and powerful. Now slow and softly, right foot steps through low lunge. Nice, Makai. Rise with your in-breath. Crescent lunge, strong legs. Exhale, add your side body stretch over to the right, left side long, all the way to empty. Inhale, back to center, back to neutral, reach up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, pyramid stance with a halfway lift. So everything gets long. Pull your right hip back. Exhale, work your fold. Bow deeply all the way to empty in your breath. And then listen, inhale, step forward right into your halfway lift. Exhale, bow and let it go. Root through your feet, rise. Arms to the sky, left knee floats up, standing stack. Exhale, figure four, hands to heart or chair plane arms. They can fly back if you want, sit low. Inhale, standing staff, extend your left leg if you want to. Press through your heel. And exhale, curtsy squat. Swing it around. Woo, get low. Inhale, reach high, high mountain. And use your exhale to take your dive all the way down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep your exhale going as you lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift your heart, breathe in. Good. Lift your hips, breathe out. Inhale, left leg high. Use your core strength, softly step your left foot forward. Nice stepika. Inhale, rise. Crescent, strong through your legs. And you've got your side body stretch. Over towards the windows, exhale. Inhale, back to crescent, back to neutral. Exhale, hands down. Pyramid with a halfway lift. So step forward, lengthen everything. Pull your left hip back. Exhale, work into your fold all the way to empty as you dive as deep as you can. And then inhale, step forward, halfway lift position, top of your mat. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms reach up, right knee floats up, flex your toes. Exhale, figure four, hands to heart or chair plane arms. Weight in your left heel, your butt sits low. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend right leg forward, squeeze through your front thigh if you can, your right thigh. And then exhale, curtsy squat, slowly, mindfully. Inhale, high mountain, reach and lengthen. And exhale, take your slow dive. Beautiful, friends. Lift halfway, breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa this time however you want to, add or subtract whatever you'd like. See you back in down dog. All right, so we've got one more round. I'm gonna add just a few little changes, variations, additions. So just like always, stay present, listen to my cues, take them as invitation. So whatever works, awesome. If it doesn't work for you, leave it behind. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Exhale, let it go. From the press of your feet all the way to stand, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms to the sky. Listen, chair plane or drinking bird. So as you exhale, swing your arms back and maybe lift to your tiptoes. Heels super high, stay on your toes, high mountain, inhale, as tall as you can grow. Woo. Balance challenge. Keep your heels lifted as you dive down one last time if you want. Nice and high, inhale, heels on the ground for your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, keep your exhale going. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Hold here if you want, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. So a little twist, push the ground away. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Right knee, right elbow, or aim for your armpit. Add a push-up if you want it. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Now everybody, exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward, softly, low lunge. Inhale, rise up to crescent, strong legs. And take your side body stretch with your exhale, over towards the right. Inhale, back to crescent. Listen here, friends. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Lean forward, preparing for a balance. Press into your front foot. And when you're ready, warrior three variation. Back foot floats off the ground. Hips are square. Spine is long like you're in a halfway lift. Add arms if you would like. Arms to the sides, to the front. Hands to heart, totally up to you. Maybe you want to take an airplane variation. One last round. Very nice. Back to crescent lunge, soft landing if possible. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Pyramid stance, halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, fold deeply all the way to empty. Navel to spine. Inhale, step forward and come straight into your halfway lift position. Exhale, fold and bow. From the press of your feet, rise all the way up. Arms reach up, left knee lifts up. Exhale, sit back, figure four. Arms are your choice. Weight in your right heel. Inhale, back up, standing staff. Listen, we're gonna add a twist. Twist towards the windows. Right hand to the outside of left knee. Left arm reaches back, or left hand can press into your sacrum. If you want, you can grab your left foot and start to extend your left leg. Hug in with your inner thighs, twist from your center, broaden through the front of your shoulders. Wherever you're at, one last round. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. End of your exhale, unwind, standing staff. Arms reach up. You can extend your left leg if you haven't already. And then exhale, curtsy squat slowly. Hands to heart, get low. Inhale, reach high, stretch it out. Listen, exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, lift your heart, tone your belly. Realign, arms to the sky, neutral. Breathe in. Stick your butt out as you breathe out and dive down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or always, you can skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart, nice Victoria. Exhale, down dog. We're almost there. Inhale, left leg high. Hold or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your obliques for that twist. Nice, so inhale, back up. Awesome, Cam. Exhale, left to left. Aim high, add a push-up if you want. Don't let your butt drop. Nice, Mikkel. Inhale, back up. And then last one, everybody, knee to your nose, round, scoop out your belly and step forward softly, low lunge. Rise up to crescent as you inhale. Thanks, Christine. Exhale, side body stretch towards the windows. Inhale, bring it back to neutral, back to center. And then remember our balance. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, lean forward, prepare for your balance. Navel to spine, hug in with your inner thighs. When you're ready, just lean forward and float your back foot up off the ground. Keep your back leg strong. Let it support itself. So press with your back foot, engage through your core. If you want to add arms, go for it. Yes. Awesome, Jen. One more round, whatever your fullest expression looks like today. Nice, Laura. Back to crescent lunge. Awesome, Charles. Soft landing. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Pyramid stance, halfway lift. So take your inhale to lengthen everything out. And then use your exhale to fold, to dive as deep as you can. Inhale, step forward and come straight into your halfway lift, top of your mat. Exhale, let it go. Press into your feet, rise up. Arms to the sky, right knee lifts, flex your toes. One last time, one-legged chair, figure four. Hands, arms are your choice. Inhale, standing staff. Pause here, add our twist. So twisting to the right, left hand outside of right knee. Right arm can reach back or right hand can press into your sacrum. If you want to grab your foot and extend your right leg, go for it. Don't let your back round. So only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. Press through your heel, flex your toes. One last breath. Exhale to work your twist from your center. If possible, stay balanced as you unwind. Standing staff, inhale. And then curtsy squat. Swing your right leg around, hands to heart, get low. Inhale, reach high, high mountain. Pause, add your back bend with your exhalation. Navel to spine to protect your low back as you curl open. Realign with your in-breath. And exhale, dive down. Good work, friends. Halfway lift, inhale. And then your vinyasa, however you want to take it. Down dog or child's pose or any other resting pose of your choice. Big deep breaths. Just notice, just feel, just observe. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs would feel really nice. Just feel all that prana, all that life force, all that energy inside of you. It's always there, but we just stirred it up, so it's a little bit easier to notice now. Your next couple rounds, downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your right leg to the sky. This time, peel your right hip open. So bend your right knee. Yeah, reach it out and up. You are more than welcome to stay here. This is a really good stretch for the front of your right hip. If you would like, option to flip your dog. So moving into your three-legged back bend. Reach forward, heart forward. Nice, Nicole, lift your hips. Awesome, Charles, breathe down into your belly. Take one more round, nice, Paul, those of you in the back bend. And then come back slowly, three-legged down dog. Everybody, square off your hips. Feel that big difference. Make your right leg strong and powerful. One more inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space, low lunge. All right, staying low. Hands come into the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out wide to the width of your mat. You might even walk your right foot forward an inch or so you have lots of space in your legs. Back knee can stay lifted or come down. Start to lower your heart towards the ground. If you want to pivot your right toes out to the right, or even roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, please feel free. If you do go onto the outer edge of right foot, just make sure your ankle stays strong. So a little flexion through your toes should help. And if there's any other variation you want to take, cat grabs its tail, a little twist of some sort, please feel free. This time is yours, about 4 or 5 more rounds. This is not comfortable for most people. So if you're uncomfortable, welcome to the club. See if you can just be with that. Breathe into it, soften around it. Imagine your breath moving into those places that feel tight, that feel stuck, that feel dense. Yeah, last couple. Open your mouth and sigh it out at any time. Ah, good job, friends. All right, so if you're not already on your hands, lift back up to your hands and then lift your back knee off the ground. You can just kind of work your right foot back into a plank position. From your plank, Vashisthasana, side plank, right hand is your base. So open up towards the windows, left arm to the sky. If you're modifying, your right knee might be on the ground or right forearm on the ground, awesome. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, focus on lifting your hips. Maybe your left arm is reaching forward or left leg floating up, your fullest expression. One last full breath. And then back to a plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top, find your strength, push the ground away. Exhale ever so slowly, lower down. Back bend of your choice as you breathe in. And then just tabletop, just hands and knees. From hands and knees, we'll take thread the needle option only if you want to, you don't have to. To extend your left leg straight out to the left. Toes face directly forward, heel comes straight out from your hip. And if possible, sole of your foot is pressing down. Same way it would in a wide-legged straddle or wide-legged forward fold. Reach your right arm out and up, inhale here. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm through before you come down to rest. Reach as far as you possibly can, reach. Then rest your shoulder down, head down. If you need to come out of it a little, if it feels like too much, then do. If you don't like having your left leg extended out, then bring your left knee back to the ground. So your own variation or exploration of this posture. Breathe into your back body a lot. Soft face. Not clenching through your jaw, not tightening through your forehead or your eyebrows. Take your last couple breaths. And if you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left hand back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up one more time, open up, reach. And then right hand to the ground. Take your left leg, so even if you don't have it extended, pick up your left leg and swing your left toes off the right side of your mat. Kind of like we do in a curtsy squat, push them down and then pull your hips over towards the windows a bit as you gaze back over your right shoulder. Try to look back at your toes. See if you can look back, not just with your head and your neck, but use your entire left side. Yeah, breathe into your left side. One last round. Very nice. Back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. If you want to take a regular vinyasa on your own, fine with me. Otherwise, couple of breaths, just walk it out. All right, inhale, left leg high. And then try not to shift through your hands or your shoulders as you peel your left hip open, bend your knee. Stack left hip on top of right. This might feel really good. Feel free to stay right here. If you would like, option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm forward, heart forward. Nice, Deepika. Awesome, Kirsten. Breathe down into your belly, strong through your back muscles. One last round wherever you're at. Beautiful. And then everybody, three-legged down dog. Square off your hips. Feel that big difference. Thanks, Christine. Take one more inhale. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your space. Hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out wide. Maybe even forward ever so slightly. And then your choice, back knee stays lifted or back knee comes down as your heart starts to melt towards the ground. Try not to let your left knee come forward of your ankle. It's not inherently bad. It will just work your ankle mobility and knee mobility rather than your hip mobility, which is what we're going for. You can spin your left toes out, roll onto the outer edge of left foot, twist, cat grabs its tail, any exploration you'd like. Just stay present. So I know sometimes when we're uncomfortable, first thing we want to do is distract ourselves. See if you can stay, get more curious, feel more of what's there. Discomfort, it's only temporary and it's only sensation. Can you be with it? Breathe into it. Soften around it. About 3 more breaths. Open mouth sighs, always welcome. Beautiful variations. I love it, you guys. Nice, Chris. Awesome, Chrissy. And then let's slowly, if you're not already there, come back up to your hands. So plant them firmly under your shoulders. Back knee lifts up. And then work your left foot all the way back. So you're in a plank. From your plank, side plank. Left hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Yeah. Easy does it, Kathy. Are you okay? Okay. Okay. I love you. All right. Lift your hips, reach your right arm forward, lift your right leg if you want. So your expression, couple breaths, pushing the ground away through your left fingertips, lifting from your left side, and then slowly and intentionally back to plank. That was extra long. Good job. Take an inhale at the top. And then exhale, slowly lower. One more back bend here. Lift your heart. And tabletop. Hands and knees. Setting up for thread the needle. So if you want, right leg out to the right. Toes face forward. Heel comes straight out from your hip. If you don't like this variation, then keep both knees on the ground. Left arm out to the left, all the way up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, thread it through. So reach, and then come down ever so gently to rest on the outside of your shoulder and your head. Any way you want to explore here. Doesn't even have to be what you did on the other side. This side might feel totally different. So listen to that, honor that. Soft face, soft jaw. Good work, everyone. 2 or 3 more breaths. And if you do happen to have your right hand lifted, set your right hand down. On your next inhale, unthread your left arm. One more time, out and up, open up. And then exhale, left hand to the ground. Pick up your right leg. So even if you don't have it extended, pick it up. Swing your right toes off the left side of your mat. Push them down and then gaze back. Look back at your tiptoes. So you're not just gazing back with your eyeballs in your head, but see if you can use your entire right side, lengthen it out. Yeah. Beautiful work. One last round. Breathe into your right side body. And then back to tabletop. One final down dog and one final vinyasa if you want to take it. So either walking it out in your down dog, or if you feel like taking a child's pose instead, go for it. About 2-3 more rounds, just feeling in to your inner space. Feeling into all that energy flowing through. Maybe coming back to your own personal intention. Is there a way you can invite it in? Is there a way you can embody it? Maybe, maybe not. Wherever you are at, child's pose or down dog, take one last breath. And then everybody find your way into a seat. And we'll either take a seated hip opener today or a supine pigeon on your back. So you guys are familiar with this one, supine pigeon, right ankle on top of left thigh, easy if you want to go there. Otherwise, options are bottom leg straight, right outer ankle on top of left thigh. You can sit up tall or work with folding forward as you pull your butt back. You could also go with double pigeon, shins stacked, parallel to the front edge of your mat. If you want, most intense variation would probably be cow face pose with your knees stacked. And then shins towards parallel with the top edge of your mat, flex your toes back. You can stay here, you can fold forward. If you even want to add the arms, go for it. So your variation of a hip opener. And it's okay if you do your other leg first, just make sure you get both legs. Love it. Good variations, you guys. Big deep breaths. A little bit of flexion through your top leg especially. Send your breath down into your hips. Is there anywhere you're tensing up that you don't need to be? So we're never trying to force anything in our practice. We're never straining to stay in a pose. Wherever you're at, you should be able to breathe big, deep breaths. There should be some gentle kind of discomfort, some discomfort that you can breathe into. So not so uncomfortable that you feel like you have to hold your breath. Discomfort that you can settle in breath by breath. Be with that. Last couple. And then since everybody is in a different variation, I'm just going to say, when you're ready, ease your way out, come out of it mindfully, and take any neutralizing movements in between sides that you would like. So if you're on your back, you probably kind of know what you like. If you're in a seat, some options, windshield wipers, reverse tabletop to open the fronts of your hips, maybe even just some seated cat-cows or a little bit of exploration through your torso. So anything that feels good to you. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a yoga posture. And then just in your next few rounds, no rush, find your way onto the left side, the other side. We'll get my little essential oil spritz. Is there anybody who does not want it on them, near them? Once you're on your left leg, just those big deep breaths. Nice job, friends. Soft jaw, soft shoulders. What would a soft heart feel like? Is there a way you can embody your intention here? I'm just going to ultimately leave it up to you. So please feel free to take as much time as you need so that you feel pretty much sort of kind of even on both sides. But then as you feel even, just find your way out of the pose and onto your back. And on your back, neutralizing movements. So supine windshield wipers, maybe a full body stretch, maybe just hug your knees in, find a gentle rock. Once you're on your back, you choose what feels good, just kind of neutralizing through your pelvis, feeling into your spine, letting the ground hold you. And then from your back, supine spinal twist of your choice. Let both of your legs go to the right. Left arm either extends out to the left or cactus position with your left arm. Or sometimes I even like to grab my left shoulder with my left fingertips. So I'm just kind of reaching out through my left elbow. If you feel like you often get pins and needles, little tinglies in your arm falls asleep when you reach it out, then maybe try that and see if it helps. Keep your left shoulder down away from your ear. So try not to shrug it up. Breathe all the way down. And then your next breath or two, find your way to the other side. So take your time, neutralize as you come through center. And then over to the other side, big deep breaths. And again, I will leave it up to you. So you choose when you feel pretty even on both sides. Don't hurry. Come back to center. Find a happy baby pose. And in your happy baby, room for so much exploration. Rock it out, extend one leg, extend both legs. Maybe you want to bring the soles of your feet together and press your knees forward as you draw your feet in. Maybe you want to keep your legs extended, bring them together. Yeah. And then from your happy baby, if there's any other poses that your body is still craving or calling for, give yourself a moment. Move through those. Anything else your body needs, and then just slowly start your own transition into your final relaxation. And then this is a reading by Jen Sincero, and she wrote the book You Are a Badass. She says, "You are perfect. To think anything less is as pointless as a river thinking that it's got too many curves, or that it moves too slowly, or that its rapids are too rapid." Says who? You are on a journey with no defined beginning, middle, or end. There are no wrong twists or turns. There is just being. And your job is to be as you can be. This is why you are here. To shy away from who you truly are would leave the world you-less. You are the only you there is and there ever will be. I repeat, you are the only you there is and ever will be. Do not deny the world its one and only chance to bask in your brilliance. Do not deny yourself your one and only chance. Bask in your brilliance. So in this moment, rather than going somewhere else, rather than distracting yourself, let yourself just be right here in this space, on your mat, in your body, basking in all that energy, all that life that's flowing through you. So just be the witness, just be the observer. You can let your breath become effortless now and take these last few moments. Simply just be, to soak it all in. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just start to wiggle your fingers, toes. Bring gentle, mindful movement back into your physical body. As you're ready, roll to either side, just nice and easy, fetal position. Take a couple breaths, just curled into yourself, letting your practice really soak in, absorb in. Maybe come back to your personal intention one last time. And also visualize that soaking in, becoming a part of you, energy inside of you in some way. Use the strength in your arms to ease your way up into seated meditation. So right back where we began. Notice as you come into your seat, notice how you feel. Notice if you feel a little bit different than you did at the beginning of our practice, physically, energetically, emotionally. Close your eyes and just bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself. Thank yourself for showing up, taking time to do your practice, to tune in, to slow down, to connect in a deeper and more intentional way. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste.